Hello everybody and welcome back to Mange Plays Live. This is Starfield Part 2. This is the second day we're playing it. Still not out yet today. I think today's the 4th of September. It's due to come out on the 6th. Unless you buy the premium version of the game, then you got to early access, which is what we're doing right now. That's really weird. One second. Why isn't the audio? This is so awkward. The audio should be coming through my headphones. There we go. That should have been done automatically. I don't know why it wasn't, but it wouldn't be a live stream without technical error, now wouldn't it? So okay. Jemison. Exit save Jemison. We were in New Atlantis last time I checked. Boarding a hostile ship requires taking the engines offline. Ooh, we can... There's so much to this game. That's, you know, we're just scratching the surface here. You can board a ship. That's kind of cool. Oh, Vatsko, there you are. All right. Shipment for Solanas. What was I didn't want to leave planet yet. I just wanted money to hire more people. That's a good question. How much? Got over 7,000 credits. That's enough to hire a second person. We have a specialist that she deals with like ballistic weapons. And then there was somebody next to her that I managed to talk down in price at Jake's bar in the well. And he has to do with particle weapons. And I think having both of them on my ship would probably be like the 1-2 punch for doing some definite damage. Of course, you can establish forward operating bases, I believe, on planets. And at some point, we'll be able to maybe hire more ships or buy more ships. And just from that information, it seems like maybe we'll be able to put like a fleet together or something for like our own little faction. And I think you can like join factions, but I think we're kind of on our own here. Okay. Activities. So much room for activities. Talk to an embassy diplomat. Oh, yep, there's that. Use hand scanner to play. Can't do that here. Give me another task. The Athena Tower, Maiden Currents. Are these already completed activities? Alright, whatever. We'll talk to this guy. Emilio! What's up, Emilio?
Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
Well, not now. I'm kind of locked in. He said... Kelton said not to tell him that I know him. I'm on mass business too. Need some research data on trees.
Trees? I see what's going
Damn
on
it.
here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you?
You saw right
Nice
through
try,
me.
but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything.
Yeah, but what if
Whatever
everybody
this thing
dies?
is he's on about? He's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
Be a bigger man. Yeah, I mean, lives are at stake, dude.
Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he?
No.
Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast.
Alrighty. Sounds shady. What do you want me to do, dude?
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
Fine, I'm in.
Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked.
Jeez, how about you just give me Kelton's data now and we skip the rest?
Sorry, that's not on the table.
This isn't the way to get ahead. Go for broke.
If that's true, seems like a good reason to hold on to it. From where I'm standing, kinda seems like it is. Yeah, maybe. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
Fine, I'll do it for the credits, but you better not stiff me.
Oh, good. Thank God. You really had me on the ropes there. Listen, this will be good for the both of us, okay? Just get in, access her terminal, delete the
sounds like
files,
fun.
and get out. Really simple.
Yeah, what exactly do you do at Mast?
Between you and me, as little as possible. I'm just kidding, of course. I work really hard at my job. Studied in computational bioscience, did some time in agrogenetics. These days, I just help out wherever I can. Waiting for a good opportunity, maybe an opening in administration. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Yep, I know exactly how it goes, dude. Oh. See, ring lights are still big in the future. Alright, out on a limb. That's the one we're tracking. I'm gonna get my steps in. Ooh. Do a little jogging.
Be careful if you run into them.
And I'm spent. Catch my breath for a second. Whew. He's fasting. You have no problem keeping up. Hard to sneak around with Vasco following me everywhere. Future Roomba. He's just chilling there, Vasco. I don't know if I have any Digilocks left. Or Digipicks. Sorry. If this is Bethesda, sometimes they'll leave what you need laying around. Though it seems like there's a lot less junk lying around in the future. Alright, Vasco. I wouldn't mind sending you back to the ship, to be honest. Where would somebody like myself find less than reputable tools? Well, probably not at the clothing store. Reliant Medical? Oh, is this a kiosk? Just information, huh?
No, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. We're seeing the doctor. That's it.
Embassy District. Can we even pull up a map? No. Lost in the city.
What?
Info kiosk. CJ's. Open 49 hours a day.
Life in New
CJ?
Atlantis moves pretty fast. I do my best to keep up.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by. What brings you in?
I'd like to see what you have for
Sure
sale.
thing. Take a look.
Ooh, a baguette. I could use that to open the door. Root beer. Ugh, even in the future, huh? I used to love root beer as a kid. I don't know why. I don't even want to look at it as an adult. Kefir. I think maybe because when I was in my early 20s, and I was just getting into mixing drinks and stuff, I'd go over to my friend's house and they always just had root beer, and it was like the only thing I had to mix with, like, you name it. And I think I've just had so many gross combinations of root beer with like liquor that I just don't like root beer anymore. It's funny how something will ruin that for you for a while when it comes to alcohol. And you just have food and healing items. How do you like it here?
You kidding me? Nowhere else like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was gonna come back and make my mark on this city. Nowhere I'd rather be. And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together.
Congratulations, my dude.
Be seeing you.
That like Post Malone meme? Oh yeah, man. Congratulations, dude. Tell you where I'm pretty sure I could get some Digipics, and that would have to probably be down in the
I think
well.
I could live on coffee if I had to.
UC Mass has recovered a significant amount of data stolen from Galbank. What was stolen, why, and how it was stolen.
Well, I can put that on the burner for now. And talk to the embassy, don't use a hands.
Unknown at this time. In a press statement, Galbank acknowledged there was a data breach.
Really thought there would be something I could do in the Athena Tower.
I'll get the tickets. Just make sure you can get the time off.
It's neat to see how kind of grand and visually stunning this little area is, but it, true Bethesda style, it could probably be populated with a lot more going on in the NPC department. I mean, like when you played Fallout New Vegas and you get to like the McCarran airfield, you're just like, wow. Or even Yeah, or the airport itself, you know, it just... You could tell the limitations of the machine kind of prohibited exactly like what they could fit as far as NPCs and stuff go, but you're just like, wow, look at the grand scale of everything. You know, relatively, nothing had really been done on that scale before. But now I think we know what the capabilities are. Then again, I gotta give the game credit because the game isn't just focused on this like one part of the game. Like this little town, this city of Atlantis or New Atlantis isn't the focus of the game, so I gotta give it credit.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Free Star Embassy. Is there something I can help you with?
One of your representatives forgot his diplomatic visa.
You can't forget what you don't need. Diplomatic visas haven't been in use since the Colony War. No, this sounds to me like a guard bought a red marker and colored some tape. I'll make a call to Sergeant Yumi and see if I can't get this squared away. Thanks for the tip.
Nice. What's going on? What else is going on in here? So this is the embassy building, huh? We got here some green water and some more green water. Not much for visuals. To put like maybe some like lily pads in there. Maybe not used water. Who knows? I mean, granted, like I'm running by a lot of detail. I mean, like look at, you got a monument here, you've got overgrowth, I'm sure, the lily pads, all that good stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of detail.
Look at your file. What? Not found? Who the hell are you?
That's for me to know. The detail of the fauna though, like right here, the plants and everything, the grass, just kind of seems very low res compared to the beginning of the game. Somebody asked me, someone I know personally was like, oh, how's the game? And I said they definitely put their, visually they put their best foot forward for like the first hour. Follow deal, I followed you, please follow me back. No. Sorry, I do appreciate comments in the chat, but there's no ultimatums on my channel, so no thank you. Yeah, when you were in the mine in that asteroid or that moon, wherever we started, I think they put their best foot forward graphically, and now everything, I guess, just given the scope of how big the map is, I think it's just kind of low res now. If we went back and compared footage from the beginning of the game to what we're doing right now, yeah, look at how low res this NPC looks compared to like what was it, Lynn or whatever her name was at the beginning of the game. But there's an awful lot to render at one time, so I mean I gotta give the game a break. What do you what do you want more? Do you want a game that plays, or do you want a game that looks pretty and makes your console, I'm playing on PC, but maybe makes your console sound like a, a helicopter that's about to take off? Dead end. Can I swim? There's probably like an invisible barrier that I wouldn't be able to jump. Oh, I lied. Oh yeah, true Bethesda fashion. I can jump forward and then go backwards in the middle of the air. Used to do that in like Oblivion. Yeah, if you played Oblivion and you I think it's your acrobat skills could dictate how high you could jump. If you like maxed out your like acrobatics and then like became a vampire and then like starved yourself so that you'd get that vampire boost to your acrobatics, so you'd have like this OP acrobatic skills. You could literally jump in the air and then go in spirals before you hit the ground, just like that, actually. See? Good job, Bethesda. Oh, we're back here. Son of a bitch. I thought that mission marker was going to take us back to the diplomat. What a waste of time. Sorry, y'all. I guess if anything, I just would probably want to go back to the well. And I think in order to get to the well, it was an entrance near the train station. So if we go downstairs, which I think is this way, and follow the embassy district signs. Go down the ramp, not through the building and down the elevator. That just wastes time. Head down here. And I think it's that service elevator right there. Type of elevator you load pallets and stuff onto. Come on, Vasco. I like Vasco, but it's kind of annoying to have him follow me. Maybe on a planetary surface where we're in the wilderness, I wouldn't mind. But in this urban setting, not so much. One thing I want to get to Jake's. Recruit that specialist that I haggled. Not Kay's, we're going to Jake's. Crackers. Vending machine. Oh, you look like you have Digipix.
You ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. Stuff tops. Happy to make a deal. You need stuff, I need credits. It all works out. Take your time. I got all day.
Alrighty. Let's see. Ooh, that's sexy. Boosted Grendel. Short barrel. I should definitely use my Grendel at some point. Oh, that's a sweet knife. Look at that. I already got one. Frontier attire. Kinda neat. Heinz Neurodyne Med Pack. Standard emergency medical kit of the settled systems. Modified Side Star. Oh, okay, it's a weapon. 13. That is a shank for sure. Rib shank. Not for... They probably use it for... They probably animate the character slashing with it, but that's definitely something you probably want to jab with. Comfort wear. Yes. Space Trucker pack. Now that's a cool pack. I like the look of that. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If I get rich, I'll buy the pretty looking stuff. But in the meantime, I'll just wear what I have. I like that one too. No need to really update my space equipment. I really thought you would have picks.
Look around. You tell me. You see, it's a big organization. A lot of planets, a lot of people, whole lot to keep track of. Sometimes they don't do such a good job of that. Sometimes stuff falls through the cracks, winds up collecting dust in some warehouse. But that's all right, because I, and by extension you, get to benefit. I make great deals on stuff in bulk, you get some low prices. Everyone wins.
I just remembered the local army surplus guy in my city passed away. Now if I want army surplus, I gotta go, like, where I live, we don't measure things in distance as much as we measure it in time, like how long is it's gonna take you to get there.
You need something else, I'll be here.
So instead of just, you know, like a 4-minute drive down to the center of the city, downtown, now I have to drive like 45 minutes to get to the nearest army surplus. The nearest decent one, anyway. Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't mean to... I don't want to rub the mannequin. I just like that poncho.
I've got no complaints. I've got my issues, sure, but partner's
ADD
happy,
kicking
kids
in.
are happy, and that's all I need.
Where's Jake's? Security office. Okay.
Been up there, huh? Space.
Apex Electronics. You might have Digipix, right? They are picks with
No lawyer.
the word
okay?
digital in it.
I don't have the patience for it. Happy to make a deal if I can.
Yay! Okay. 33 apiece. Or is it a pack of 5 for 33? Confirm. Steel stylist. At a value of 9, I don't know exactly what it does.
Stop by anytime.
Okay. Trade authority. We're close.
I'm gonna be a big-time space pilot someday. Gonna have my own ship.
House of the Enlightened. Okay. I don't think we went up to get to Jake's. I thought we went, like, down.
They aren't compatible on any level. Financially.
Okay.
I've got limited resources. I try not to turn anyone away just because they're right on credits. We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do.
Run this place by yourself?
Don't have much of a choice. Can't afford to pay staff, and while I've got a few volunteers from the community, I can only ask so much of them. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do so. Don't you worry. Funny story about that. You know, when people first arrived on Jemison, they dismantled the colony ship and used the parts to establish a place to live. Over time, they built out, and up, and up, and after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here. The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical.
Alrighty. Thanks for the lore drop. Back where we started. K's. Security office. The trade authority. Surplus store.
It'd be good for them to spend some time away from home.
Locked door. Exit. Does this exit go down or does it go up? The well. Waterfall promenade. Space 4. It's a secure access area.
Doing okay?
Well, I've tried everywhere except for up, I guess, so
There's people who haven't much
guess I'll
worse.
just
I feel guilty even complaining.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what. They scattered.
Hello. Hello, citizen.
We don't know the side
Okay.
effects of graft on
Nice little dining area up here. Outdoor dining. Where's the restaurant, though? We'll go down. Oh, okay. It's Kay's place, just upstairs. That would be annoying as heck. If I had to bring the food from the kitchen up a flight of stairs, just to accommodate people sitting there, that would drive me nuts. That.
I think I'm gonna buy that new apartment. It's pricey, but I think it's worth the view.
Where the heck is Jake's? I'm in the well. Hello.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let
Where
me
the heck
tell
is
you, it
Jake's,
ain't a
man?
snake.
I can't remember. Not upstairs. Thought it was a level down. I'm just gonna jump. That's the service elevator. Why are you denying me? Show me where to go.
Always. Do you know why this place has stood for so long?
Why?
I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
Oh well.
No shortage of hungry
Those are three
mouths
things you and I
around
have in
here.
common.
Keeps us on our toes. If you haven't, make sure you say hello to Mama. She likes checking in with everyone. Mom, that's Kay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule: no causing trouble. Everyone abided by it, put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have someplace to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then, we'll sure take it.
Cool.
Captain,
Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
Yeah, thank you for piping up, Vasco.
You are out there a lot, right? In space. Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing,
Yeah,
killing.
gotcha, dude.
Even the Crimson
Just... Yeah, I think that is where we need to go. Plus the well, med bay, House of Enlightenment. The Trade Authority.
I talked to my insurance, and they said they don't cover that kind of damage.
I think this entrance is how I get the... downstairs. Why would it be locked? This way is the medical bay. Yep. Been through here enough times. Stairs. Nothing new. Thing. Okay. There we are. Jeez, why was this so hard to get to? Where's this gentleman?
Hello.
Particle weapon specialist.
Any vacancies on your crew? No more than the average crew person's salary.
That's right, I talked him down.
Thanks. Where are you sending me?
In my ship. Okay, so we have a ballistics weapon specialist on my ship and a particle weapon specialist on my ship.
No problem, Captain.
Cool. Now, we've got... Really, all I had to do was go up these stairs. Really making that much more difficult than it needed to be. Sun's finally coming up too. if I just cut right through here? No. Can I? Of course not. Just me. Coming through. Idiot. Coming through. Orion Tower. Time to go burgle. Okay, Bosco, you stay right over there, dude. Of course, he's not gonna listen. Ooh. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. That could work, but... yeah, well, they're identical picks. Okay, so we got an identical set here. This one only works, I think, with the inner ring here. So I know it's not going to be used on the outer rings in any particular way. So we can eliminate this from our list of options at the right this second. This one works. Okay. I'm only here to do one thing and one thing only. I like those lights. They're cool. Emilio! Excessive behavior reported by security chief. Mr. Frush was accused of attempting to ambush President Albelio, stating that it was a matter of imminent danger and that life will find a way. Mr. Frush has been warned to not enter the Central Command floor of MAST for a period of no less than 3 months. All files purged successfully. Recommendations. Oh, well, I've purged all of Keaton's files. Disciplinary issues, 3 prior reports for insubordination, reprimanded for missing deadlines, reported by Frush. Kelton, Mr. Hayek refused to carry out assignments, stating that they were beneath him. And there are plenty of idiots who can scrape bark. Mr. Hedek was removed from his research team and placed on administrative leave. Well, I helped both people out, I'm pretty sure. Nice little apartment. Fix the crap out of my place. If I could, I'd decorate like this, but my landlord would have a conniption. All right, let's go. Got a blast. Whew. Why do they put things so far away? Getting winded. Little shortcut through the grass, never hurt nobody. There you are.
Mind your step. Important research happening here.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Good news for me? They sure are. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. And because I am a man of my word, here are the extra credits I promised.
Yay! I like extra credits.
I tried to tell my colleagues that botany was important. I tried to warn them. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial.
Yeah, don't you worry, dude. You owe me this for Keaton, more than you know. There may have been some illegal activities involved getting my hands on this. You owe me for this, Kelton, more than you know.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on not knowing. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
Me too. I'm just doing my part. Cutting that thing down was always an option. Agreed. I'm just doing my part.
And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Ooh, nice. So we got like 3,000 credits out of this. Hello, Vasco. Check in on Kelton later.
It has been very difficult to prove. The latest investigation hinged upon the depositions of 3 key eyewitnesses. But all 3 have recanted their testimony, leaving the investigation in shambles. The Settled Systems News Network. News you can trust.
Settled Systems News Network. I don't think I can do that right here. I just wanted to see if it would place a marker. Alright, let's get to the lodge. Done enough little errands, grabbing cups of coffee for people and... Oops, excuse me. Pardon me, coming through. Little leisurely jog through the garden. Watch out for that vine.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Okay. What if Barrett needed to get in? Glad to see smartwatches are still a thing in the distant future.
Everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Aww. Thank you.
All the phenomena we see out in the stars is the most impossible theory.
You two keep going on like this, and I'm banning wages. I'm serious.
We'll play nice. Just a little friendly conversation, Sarah, that's all.
Nice. So this is like a Cosmic Explorers Club.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Oh, graphical
Would
quality
you
went
care
up
to
again.
tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Pirates attacked. Doesn't matter. I have your artifact. Who are you? Why don't you start with telling me what Constellation is? I'll play ball. I'll play ball.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Seems to be like a big thing. I'm not talking about this. That thing almost killed me. How many times has this happened? Who else has had these visions?
We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. Honestly, Contra, you expect us to believe in fairy?
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
No. Okay, I will.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
This is all a little much. I need some time to clear my head. How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they? You want me in Constellation? What does that mean? What's expected?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
How much do you know about these things?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Alright. Well, what happens next then?
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here.
Oh boy.
I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, Why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? Hmm? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Thought I had one. I got one from the pirates. 8,000 credits, nice. Sarah. Constellation Guide 10. Constellation Guide 01. Permanently reduces fall damage by 5%. The value 100. Skill bonus acquired. Ooh, excuse me. Well, this is a neat little place. Like a glorified trash can.
Hello there, Vasco.
Greetings, Walter Stroud. How may I assist you?
No, I don't need anything. Just, checking in, seeing how you're doing.
At present, all systems are functioning well within established parameters.
Right. Well then, keep up the good work.
Of course. I have been given no alternate instructions. I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
That you know something no one else does.
Oh, the ship's got like a little... That's some fine detail. Like the little dinghies. This is not the kind of finer detail you'd find out when you're wandering around New Atlantis. Compass. Well, I'm not gonna swipe anything while I'm in here, even though it doesn't really register as stealing. Central air, still a thing in the future. I think they would have like some kind
Hope you've got your pen at the ready, Walter.
Cold induction or something.
Bills to sign and all.
Never ends, does it? Dare I ask what I'm paying for now?
Progress requires funding, I'm afraid. And we're making good progress these days.
Sometimes I think you want to keep me around because I pay for everything.
Okay.
Nonsense, Walter. Your sparkling personality is why we love you. The credits are just a bonus. You've got something for me?
Well, I'm supposed to talk to you, so...
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
What is Constellation? What do you do? How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What do you know about these artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do. We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Sure. All right, well, I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
My first mission. Good, a chance to learn more about the United Colonies. Legwork never pays off quite the way you expect. The UC Vanguard? Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together. A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
All right, well, a good chance to learn about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Sarah will be locked as your follower if you continue. Does Constellation have a salary?
You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can disperse from time to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have.
Actually, got it. You and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Sounds reckless. An organization should have rules. What do you mean? You don't care if I steal as long as I get caught? I'll just go with the old wink wink nod nod understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Oh, I've done that already, Sarah.
I trust you're still satisfied with your choice to join Constellation, Noel?
It's a dream come true, Sarah. You know that.
You've been an invaluable asset to the group, Noel. Just wanted to make sure you didn't regret it.
Oh, that's the kind of talk someone says when they're going to turn on you eventually.
And for Constellation, I'd have no idea that any of this was going on. Your father dropped by. He left a note for you. Here. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Sarah said something about a place to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously.
Yep.
Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs.
Okay.
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I just want to know how my dad knew I would be here like 48 seconds after I agreed to join Constellation and already mailed me a letter. Ooh, nice little bar. Fancy. Oh, with taps?
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck.
Ooh, darts.
We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
Here?
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Thank you. Okay. Nice little room. Desktop digiframe. Yay, I got storage. A watch case. Like I could basically just huck all this stuff then. I don't feel like I want to. You do one favor for somebody, you automatically get like $2 grand in coins. I really don't need to... Coins. Sorry, credits. I don't really need to like steal everything in the room and huck it. Yeah, really nice. Nice little place to stay. Okay. Let's see. Inventory. Notes. Note from Dad. On a static hard drive. Interesting. Dear Mange, if you could stop by home, there's something I want to talk to you about. Nothing urgent, but I sure would like to see you. Dad. Okay. Okay. I got 3 packs here, huh? Navigator pack. What is that one? Did I steal that? I might have. Oopsie. Oh, they're all basic boost packs. She did say something about getting me a decent outfit, too.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. Bye.
Inventory, left bumper. All that stuff later. Base trucker hat. Stole that. Maybe I think I must have stole that off that guy's body. That and the boost pack, maybe. I mean, that gives me just a little bit more protection. It just looks so good in the jumpsuit, though, you know? It's fine. Ignore that for now. Okay, we've got 7 weapons. We already have 1 Eon. We don't need the other. 2? Yeah, we'll probably end up selling those eventually. Got 2 Grendels. I don't need 2. Oops. 2 Maelstroms. Maelstroms, we only need 1. Storage one. Oops. One of those Grendels back. Why does this one have an exclamation mark? Got plenty of aid though. Almost full health as well. I might as well eat something. Can I sleep? Alien genetic material. Grape. Grapes, right? Well, this is a neat little place. Vasco, you're gonna chill here? That's good, because, boy, I mean, listening to you clunking and clanking around the city, it's getting a little annoying. Alright, just Sarah, huh? I guess I'm taking point. Sarah's just observing, providing backup. Oh, wowie! You really can just go right up there, huh? That's cool. I want to just see it. So cool. Can I like... literally go right up the building. Oh, neat. This is somewhere I haven't been yet.
Day, ma'am. You too. Just a private conversation. Nothing worth mentioning.
Could have snuck up on them. Oh, apparently it was a private place to meet. Keep up, Sarah. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Definitely stumbled onto something up there, though. If I had snuck, I don't think they would have noticed. I'll have to try that later. Whew, out of breath again. Jeez.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend?
Hopefully Constellation's newest member. Thought I'd run through some legwork together.
Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
Maybe later. We have Constellation business to discuss first. I would love to join the Vanguard. Sign me up. No thanks, I'd rather trot stars than fight wars.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Being used as an ornament. Indignity. He's on patrol. He could be putting our item at risk. This is Mora.
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Oops. Oh, well. Interesting. What's wrong with the Sol system?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
He could be putting our... We'll talk to him, I'm sure. Can make him a good offer for it. Could be putting our item at risk.
What? Nah. Sol system is as quiet as a coffin. It'll be fine.
That means it's not going to be fine.
I'm sure you two can handle it. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moira will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Sounds like home.
Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like. You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers have retrieval rights if they get into a scrap. Wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or something like that. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
Could have took the elevator. Ready, Sarah? Geronimo! Ugh. Let's do this! Go to the spaceport.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the nerd.
Alright, time to get off world.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! I can't believe it!
Oh boy.
Is it you? Is it really, really you?
No matter...
Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, constellation's shining star of stars.
Adoring fan, scavenging, concealment, weightlifting. I'm hardly a shining star. Get away from me, you weirdo.
Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest star in any constellation. There's no maybes about. I have an eye for these things. Not that you're hard to see with that halo on your head. Although at first, I wasn't sure if it was just the glare. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be.
It's definitely agreed. This is clearly destiny. Look, I was just minding my own business when you came up to me. You changed your routine?
Oh, yes. Normally I start my day by drinking 4 cups of coffee and stuffing my face with chunks. But after being inspired by your story, I thought to myself, what would the great and powerful hero of Vectera do? And so instead, I went for a jog. I ran and I ran and I ran, picturing you in the distance, like a North Star. Imagine my surprise to find you were actually real. By the light of Polaris, it must be fate.
Agreed. This is clearly destiny.
I know, right? And you can try to fight destiny, but you probably aren't going to win. Although, if I'm being honest, I'd wager you could beat just about anything, even theoretical concepts. But why would you, in this case? Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
Assigning the adoring fan to your crew will make him essential until unassigned. Wait, hold on, I reject. Leave me alone. You want to be my secretary, why don't you? Won't you need a costume?
You won't be disappointed.
Adoring fan. Crew from any location. What assignments are currently available for the adoring fan? Unassigned. That's fine. As long as he's part of my crew. Wow. Astrodynamics, lasers, leadership, and a little bit of botany, huh?
Do you think the documentary about your life will be made into a movie? And who do you think will play me? Until next time, there will be a next time.
Alright, Sarah, let's leave this rock. It's funny. What a tribute.
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor.
The adoring fan and
chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
in Oblivion was just something to run away from. See his blonde hair from like the end of the map, you'd be like, nope, not going over there. Feels good to step foot back on the old ship though, I'll tell you that. Even though it's only been my ship for like 3 days.
Head to my crew position.
3 in-world games. Oh nice, my crew. Cool. Yeah, I can see why
Hi, Captain. Good to see you.
we kept the crew number low, because there's not a lot of room. About 4 chairs. The adoring fan won't be able to dine with us at the same time. Navigation console. Cool, cool.
Everything's fine.
Oh, interesting. A little civilian outpost here. Mass district explored. Imperial outpost. Interesting.
By 5, Captain.
Just love this ship, man. It's so cool. Alright, Sarah. I guess I'm taking point. Just, my instruments are good. Alright, let's get ready to do this. Right. A lot of ships around this planet. No pirates. Home of a UC outpost. That's where we want to go. I wonder. I think we're going to the Sol system. Can you literally just like fly there? Oh. Big power from the engines. Big gravity. Excuse me, missiles down. That course. Am I doing this correctly? Ooh, this is cool. Nice. Oh, I'd rather do the battles like this, but yes is also cool. Pull escape. Yeah, I don't want to do that in space. Alright. I need to put more into the gravity. Photo mode. Exit scanner. B. Cool. Kinda cool. Yeah, I took all power from the engines, put it into the gravity drive. I'm just trying to remember how the game taught me to do this last night, because let's see. I have 0 missiles, but it's good to know that Y is missiles. Well, I have 0, I think, because I took all the power out of the missiles. Left stick is boost. Right bumper? Thrusters? Oh, cool. I can like thrust left and right, kind of. As long as I'm holding right bumper. Mission? Yeah. Kind of still not sure how I just did that.
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Thank you. Nice. 17 missiles. Okie dokie. Well. Where's launch pad? That's where we want to go. Planet map. Dona. Set landing target. If you're carrying contraband in your personal inventory, it will always be detected by a contraband scan. I wonder what constitutes as contraband in this game. Have they terraformed Mars yet? Do I need to be wearing a spacesuit when I go outside? Oh. I guess that answers my question. Environmental damage reduces your maximum health as seen by the orange bar over the meter. Remove environmental damage in ships, outposts, and places you can relax and breathe safely. Alright, well. There you are, Sarah. I was like, you coming along? Seems like we're gonna head inside, so.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
How do I use my jetpack? I bet you it's gonna give me a tutorial. I thought it would just be like hold the jump button, but apparently that didn't work.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Probably like one of those obvious if you think about it things. Cycling the airlock. Nice. Wish there was like a faster way to just kind of pick your stuff up. I still have the jetpack. Oh, it'd be kind of cool if you could keep the jetpack on when you're not wearing the spacesuit. Hello.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Okay, dokie. Hours without incident, 37.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings.
I thought it was just
we have
a couple of
contracts
nests.
ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend it.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months
pilot,
for a
huh?
job that may not even exist.
Perspective minor.
Hey, I get it. There's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry. I have to get back to it.
Sarah,
Come on,
read the room.
Let's get out of here.
Utility section the
Maybe
other
it's not
day.
too late to catch a ride back home.
Not going to be able to get that image out of my head.
Screw this.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Good to know.
Well then, what can I do you for?
Tracker's Alliance agent, huh? We got some things to do first, Sarah. Broken spear!
I could use a break.
Something's gonna happen. Oh, they weren't joking, huh?
Yes?
Take a look. See. Alright.
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist.
Dude, I freaking feel you, man.
Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more you could ask for.
I'm looking for a Vanguard.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Not about to leave a brave soldier behind. Help us find him. Space isn't kind to the lost. He's in trouble, or worse. Wait, the blackest sea?
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
I'm not about to leave a brave soldier behind. Help us find him.
You in the service? I know the feeling, but, you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
It's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name. Skip the part where you admit you're lying. He could need help.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Damn, Sarah.
Fine. Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
Yeah. Every minute that passes could be danger. I want you to imagine I'm out there alone, and here you are holding out for cash.
Don't try to guilt trip me, okay? Of course I do. It's just... Alright, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Working the deep mines. That's where you make the big bucks.
I know the Deimos employees here.
Sarah, I gotta use the can. Hold on.
But what they don't know is that I've saved this operation from being shut down countless times.
While I may technically work in HR, Tia's really the one to see for any concerns.
Oh, you all have names, huh? Gilly, John.
I haven't had a day off in 3 years, and I wrote the damn time off policy.
Excuse me, sir. This is a human bathroom. Sarah, what are you doing in here? I'm gonna take her shit. Leave me alone. Thank you. Jeez. Jeez. Kinda hard to take a shit with the noise of a robot. Alright. No time to wipe. Let's go. We've got a man to save.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first major ship manufacturer, but that doesn't mean we haven't kept up with the times. Hello there. Do I know you?
No, I'm just checking the conversation. Lie. I mean, please, I work for Deimos. Wondering the same thing?
Huh. How odd that we both thought we knew each other. I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Star Yards corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
What's Deimos's relationship with the UC?
We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest-standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems.
Okay.
We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong. I coordinate between Deimos Corpers and the other operations, such as the Star Yard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Star Yards Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities.
You don't
My
say.
job is to make sure those are all in alignment. By then...
Okay, if no one else is gonna say it, I will. I'm ready to get out of here and go to the Spear.
One sec.
You're at the Spear.
Okay. Yes, Tia?
I'm just saying I'm done. Going to the Spear. Anyone else coming with?
Oh, yeah, of course. After today, I could really use it. Let's go.
it's a little broken. Because you're already at the spear.
He can make a real good living working the mines here on Mars.
Good to know.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a miner. Or at least, don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
Alrighty, hold on a second, Sarah. I'm gonna put our little spacesuit back on. Gonna get changed. Back to the ship, back to the ship. I can fast travel back to the ship, I think. What a neat feature.
Pleasant change of scenery.
I think we're off to Venus. So this is the red planet of Mars. Saturn, Mars, Earth, Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto. Pretty much every planet except for the one I need. Mercury, Venus, right by the sun. Excellent. Late seconds. At full thrust, it's not even making a dent. All right, let's give our engine power to the gravity well. And we'll travel to Venus. Oh, we got some bogeys. Possibly.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us.
I doubt they know where our vanguard is. Why are Varun Zealots out here near Venus? Do you see Vanguard Mariah ship anywhere? Why are they?
No idea. They appear and attack people seemingly at random. House Varun technically has diplomatic ties to the other factions, but the Zealots are outside of their control. Or so they say. No other ship readings in the area. And I doubt they'd be so calm if a Vanguard had flown by recently. No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
Okay. So we need to get to that beacon without being attacked? I'm opening fire. The Zealots are a threat to the whole system.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Okay. Minimize ship power to avoid detection. Systems like weapons and shields are easy to detect. For maximum stealth, power down all... I mean, that was kind of my plan. As soon as she said low power, I was like, okay, maybe I'll have to just lower the power of all my operation systems. For maximum stealth, power down all systems except 1 or 2 bars in your engines, and stay as far away from the enemy ships as you can. Get within 500 meters of the satellite beacon so that you can activate it. Press A to select between targets. Y is... So if I hold right, and I can, get thrust. So essentially I'm just kind of, strifing, you want to call it that, to the right. Very slowly. Patience. Oh, well, we're definitely not within 500 meters. Oh, we're getting close. Nice and easy. Thrusting forward and upward. Close, but not too close, huh? Trying to put that satellite between myself and them. there. Give my distance. Satellite beacon, nice. Just get a little bit more in this direction. Try to keep the view between them and myself obscured by the satellite. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but you never know. Okay. Getting there. 500 more meters to go and it'll be in range. More meters, huh? So I played a game called the Kerbal Space Program, which is a game that takes this type of thing very seriously, not space combat tactics, but actually like piloting a ship in space using like what we have today, not what we have in the future. And one thing you learn is that momentum, like once you start going in a direction in space, that's where you keep going, and at the speed that you're going at, you just drift. Like there's no stopping, like you're suspended in gel or something. Gonna creep right in. Satellite beacon, almost there. Dial it back a little bit. All this, and I might have to like fight them still. Who knows? Okay. All right, make sure the satellite is selected. Press A to cycle between targets. Activate.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
Oh boy. Sounds like fun. Alright, let's get some distance between ourselves. Beacon. I can see in the bottom of my screen the distance between me and the satellite beacon. Almost 1,000 meters. We'll give ourselves a little bit of distance and then we'll jump. Hopefully those religious zealots don't notice a thing. Yeah, because if I turn up power to the gravity well, or the gravity drive or whatever, they might notice, and then we'll be in armed combat. So yeah, just best to put a little distance between me and them. We're almost at 2,000 meters now. 500 meters. It's 2 bars of energy to the engine. Now we're going a little bit faster. 3,000 meters. There we go. Give it 3. Now we're moving. Or we probably have enough distance now. Yeah, full power to. Cool. All right. Well.
There it is. Nova Galactic Star Yard, still orbiting Earth's moon. This is where the first interstellar ships were made. People still use their modules, even though their star yard hasn't been running in forever.
Let's see if Vanguard Mariah is in that star yard. Forget about finding artifact. I want to walk on the moon. What happened to Earth anyway? Why did we leave it?
It's all ancient history now, but the Earth lost its atmosphere.
Oof.
It started sputtering out into space. Humanity had about 50 years to evacuate the planet. That's kind of how the United Colonies government started, managing the exodus. Earth is more or less a dust ball now. You can occasionally find a few remnants of the world we left behind on the surface, but not much.
I want to walk on the moon.
Well, if you want to take a little detour, I admit I wouldn't say no. Just remember, we need to find Vanguard Moara and that artifact when we're done.
Most star stations and ships can be docked with, allowing you to board them. You will need to select the ship in your HUD, and then fly close enough to it so that the dock prompt appears. Civilian outpost, huh? Check out all that moon dust. That's gonna be up in the air for thousands of years. I'm sorry, is somebody tired? 'Cause I am. Can I take my helmet off? The moon! Yay, we're on it. Extreme solar radiation, planetary conditions. I get it, because there's no atmosphere. Well, there's no atmosphere on Mars either, but if I stand out in the sun, I'm getting pelted with extreme radiation? From Sol? Where's the civilian outpost? Over yonder? It was just that direction. Okay. Oh no, maybe not. Moon iron. Are there any aliens on the moon, Sarah? Oh wow, look at all that. Unknown. Probably like factions and stuff. Civilian outpost. The moon is 95% surveyed, huh? Do I want to put an outpost on the moon? Outpost beacon. Placing an outpost beacon allows you to build objects and structures. Navigate the building menu categories. Left bumper and right bumper switch to modify by using B. Outpost objects are built from items and resources. When building an object, the build costs are automatically removed from your ship's cargo hold or your inventory. Excuse me. Yeah, I have a post on the moon. I've always dreamed of it. Outpost beacon. Oh, no, I don't want to build another one. That place item. What's this? Extractor? Alright, we're not gonna go crazy, but doesn't seem like there's as many resources here on the moon as there were on that other planet. This yellow, is this an LOA? Like a limit of advance? Oh, the limit in which I can probably build. Interesting. Okay. It's funny because there's no sound in space. There would certainly be no sound on the moon. How does one use their pack? I'm running on the moon. Also something you can't do. What's up, Sarah? I'm gonna use a gun on the moon. Wind farms on the moon. Are you a good guy or a bad guy? Are you civilian or are you a bad guy? The civilian outpost. What did I scan? Iron, where? Storage box that would be stealing. If I open the other airlock, everyone just died. Oh, moon
I'd offer to
colonist.
sell you some supplies, but I'm off the clock. Look for someone behind a desk.
Okay.
I'm proud of what we've built here. Not everyone wants to live in a flashy city. It's hard to stay informed out here, but I've learned not to miss it.
Colony
You
provisioner.
can trust what you buy here. We're honest people.
Oh, wow! A real adventurer!
We're improving our hab modules right now. If it all goes well, I'll finally get my own room.
Sounds cool.
If you've got credits, I've got supplies.
Khajiit has supplies.
You're free to use our equipment. Just leave it in working order, okay?
Welcome to our little
If you
slice
have
of
coin,
paradise.
Cheetah's wares.
You'll need good gear if you're going trekking. I can help with that.
How do you like your job?
The vending part isn't all that exciting, but I love chatting with visitors. The kind of people who are willing to trek all the way out into the sticks usually have interesting stories to share.
What's it like living on the moon?
Most people love it, but life here moves too slowly for me. I'm saving up to move back to New Atlantis. I'm going to open a real shop there. One that actually, gets customers. All right, here's what I've got.
She has wet. Alien scramble, a breakfast dish made from alien eggs and diced vegetables. So there are alien. Uncommon inorganic resource. This item can be used as a component for crafting. Chunks. I love chunks. A jar of chunky jam made from alien meat, fruit, and unrefined sugar. Helium. That's rare. High tension by drying. Unique organic resource. This item can be used as a component. Marshmallow treat cereal. Ooh. Centauri Mills. Most popular children's breakfast cereal. Ramen. Even this distant in the future. Humanity still has ramen. Fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, I believe ramen, even though it's from Japan, was a byproduct of the United States because flour is not a native crop to Japan. And I think because of like trade, the Japanese weren't unfamiliar with what flour was, but they didn't really use it in their cuisine. And then after World War II, as a relief effort, I think the United States sent packages and like crates and bags of flour, because we had a lot in reserve, to aid the Japanese. Probably because of all the propaganda that like bread and grains were like the biggest part of a diet, which we now know food pyramid was bullshit. But and in Japan, because they didn't make noodles out of flour, not traditionally, so they had all this flour from the United States, and they were like, well, we don't make too much bread, so at the time at least, we'll see if we can make noodles. And of course you can make noodles out of flour. I mean, Italy had been doing that for a long time. So they came up with ramen, and the rest is history. Now, as Americans, I think globally everybody just enjoys ramen. And I'm good to see this many years in the future. Now the universe gets to enjoy the experience. But this provisioner doesn't really have much parts. Xeno worst. Sausage made from seasoned alien meat. Stores 15 health. Nice.
Stay safe out there.
So dark in here. You guys are like on extra power reserve or something. Alright, so the moon wasn't quite the yield I had been hoping. I really hate to... I don't know what it is lately. I've just been so freaking tired lately. I would love to play games. I mean, I these last 2 days, today and yesterday, like, I've had them off. I would love nothing to stay up and play games, but I've just been so tired lately. I have no explanation for it. I have been on a diet, but not much of an excuse to be, like, tired. Like, but I want to dive into how beautiful this game is and everything, and I'm just having a hard time doing it these last 2 nights, which is a real shame because these are the last 2 nights I picked to really get into it. So, I think, what is it, just a little bit past midnight? I do have work tomorrow, but I do have some time in the morning. Maybe we can pick this up before I have to go to work. Maybe if I go to bed now, I'll get up early enough and we'll hop on while we have some time. So, yeah. Cool. I think maybe that might be it for tonight. Make sure we save, of course. Save here on the moon. as good a place as any to save. Let's see, well, we only did 2 hours and 12 minutes today. Fair enough. Man, I don't know what's wrong, guys. I do apologize. I don't have fuel in the tank lately, and going to bed early. I don't know. Maybe this is getting old. I have had some lifestyle changes in this past month, though, so maybe that has something to do with it. Just with my diet and making better decisions. I think my body's just getting adjusted. Okay. I think the music's just a little much. A little dramatic for just being on the moon. Alright everyone, that's day 2 of Starfield. Very exciting. Very excited to play this game. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for deciding to watch me and watch me on my channel. If you're new to the channel, this is Mange Plays Live. Mange is my moniker. Consider subscribing or following. That would be super awesome if you did. The higher the followership count gets, the more features are unlocked to me on Twitch and some of my other platforms. I stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, so you can catch me on any of those. If you're watching me on Twitch tonight or YouTube, and you're gonna be at work tomorrow, first day back from the long weekend, and you're gonna, you know, you're gonna be on Facebook instead of working, look up Mange Plays Live. I'm there. And give my page a follow. I only really post when I'm going live. I don't really post too much to my page. Although maybe I should probably get around to maybe having a little bit more of a social media presence. Speaking of which, we do have an Instagram page. You can find me there as well. As well as a Twitter or an X, whatever your preferred nomenclature is. When these videos are published on YouTube after they go live, they are automatically uploaded to Rumble and BitChute as well. So that's 5 platforms that you can watch my videos on, and 2 social media accounts, obviously X and Facebook. And yeah, consider subscribing. Also, we have a Patreon and Subscribestar. I don't like to limit people's avenues, especially when it comes to tips and donating. If you want to make a financial contribution to the channel, that would be hella awesome and well, much appreciated. So you can go on Patreon and do that as well. If you, for reasons, choose not to play ball with Patreon, and Subscribestar is more your avenue for that type of patronage. I'm on there as well, Mange Plays Live. In fact, the links of which are in the description of this video, however you're watching it, so you know you're going to the right pages when you click on those. But yeah, not much else tonight, guys. That was pretty cool. I mean, we spent a lot of the last video in New Atlantis. That was like a 4-hour video. I think maybe like 4.5 hours. And we spent a big chunk of it just doing little side quests in New Atlantis, and now so much more has opened up to us, so there's just a lot to do and a lot that we can explore in this game. We're coming across people that it looks like we can hire. There were some miners on Mars. I was like, ooh, I mean, it looks like we could hire those people, give them opportunities for work. There was that woman we spoke to at the bar, the Broken Spear in Mars, who said she works for a company that was a ship manufacturing company. So it's all the pieces are starting to come together now. I mean, there's a lot of potential. I'm excited. Maybe we can buy ships for our fleet. It looks like we're gonna have to make a little bit of money. We have to rescue this guy, or at least find clues to what happened to him on that space station. But I wanted to take a little moon detour. I built a little outpost on the moon. Well, I didn't really do much to build it. I think I just put down the beacon first, and then you can see what you can do from there. The moon doesn't seem to be too resource rich, not as much as that first planet we explored on foot, but you know, I think the game intended for me to put a beacon down on that other planet that we landed on first and build a forward operating base, which sounds exciting too. I mean, especially considering how plentiful the resources were on that planet. I mean, we found water, for crying out loud. Didn't know how to extract it, but we found it, so there's that. Yeah, there's a lot. This is cool. Even the main screen here, I've been trying to find a way to compare this game to... I mean, I've been making comparisons to it since we started. But I wouldn't say quite the aesthetic, but even just looking at the logo here, Starfield, and some of the aesthetics of the game give me like a bit of a Destiny vibe, but just only in like flavor. Obviously, not entirely in aesthetics. Destiny is its own creature. I don't want anybody to come at me with hate, obviously. But you can see that there's a lot of inspirations in this game. The ship, for example, I mean, obviously you can pilot it, so, you know, a lot of games are doing that right now. Star Wars, Soul Survivor, but I kind of draw back to Mass Effect. You couldn't pilot the ship in Mass Effect, but you could walk around in it, and it was a big ship. The ship we're in right now is not big by comparison, but we have crew, and we can walk around in it while we're in space. We can walk around on it while it's docked. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. You can tell it's a Bethesda game, but they didn't double down on kind of the, like, I don't want to say like the word caricature comes to mind. Like Fallout is kind of like a caricature of the 50s, exaggerated in feature and theme, but that's like the charm of Fallout. Fallout's the GOAT. Like don't doubt where I'm coming from on this. I love Fallout, and I love Oblivion. I love the Elder Scrolls series too, and those have license to you know, not necessarily be focused on like medieval accuracy, even though they're set in worlds that were created magically and alternate universes and only have kind of like medieval themes and flavor, but it's really more about magic and fantasy. I mean, obviously they're their own beasts too, and I don't really see any like Elder Scroll influences in this game, but it does drive like a Fallout game, but it takes itself seriously, and I think you can see how Microsoft could encourage them. I think Microsoft, obviously they bought Bethesda, so they're gonna be calling a lot more of the shots, even though I think they said they're gonna stay out of Todd's way for the most part. But you can see how like Microsoft was like, hey guys, like have some confidence in yourself, be Bethesda, make a Bethesda game, but let's do something that's topical and more in the realm of like real. And I don't think people are brave enough to really do. I mean, obviously this isn't super real. We've been joking around with some of the lesser, you know, some of the facets of the game that are less real in execution, but still, like I think they took a step in the right direction. Starfield is pretty cool in that regard. It's not Outer Worlds, which is also not a bad game either, but I mean, you can look, there's a lot of essays on Outer Worlds and how it falls short in a lot of ways, and man, I'm trying to not peeve anybody, but you could kind of compare Outer Worlds to something like Borderlands in kind of like the outlandish cowboy kind of like space cowboy stuff, I guess, in that regard. You want to put in that category. This is different. This is not like Outer Worlds. Even though Outer Worlds, I think, was also trying to capture a little bit of that 1950s flavor, just like Fallout was. Which makes sense. It was Obsidian, really, more so. That's, you know, they made the original Fallout. They would definitely be the authority on how to go about doing that. No, this is cool. You know why this kind of reminds me of, now that I'm thinking about it, it reminds me a little bit of Destiny. Because when you start up Destiny, the first game, and you see the Traveler, like humans go to Mars, like in the, a lot of people don't remember the cinematic at the beginning of the game, but you just have a couple of like human beings who land on Mars for the first time, and the visitor comes and they see it in the sky. That's just that part of the game. That's what Starfield kind of reminds me of, just like the potential of the future. Pretty cool. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of essays on this game. In fact, if you look up Starfield, even though the game's not out yet, it will be out on the 6th. On YouTube, I tried looking up Starfield. There's already like before you buy videos. People have already made essays about this game. It's got a couple of bugs it needs to clean up. I mean, like yesterday we had, I think Jake, I think his name is, the bartender at Jake's, the bar, was clipping through the counter. He just like phased right through it. We had a guy standing behind the counter that probably shouldn't have been there. Typical Bethesda stuff. And I'm sure they'll clean that up after launch. So, you know what? Pretty fun experience so far, guys. Thank you for joining. As always, thank you for sticking around for my rants at the end of the video, where we kind of debrief a little bit. And again, yeah, if you consider subscribing, that'd be super awesome. So definitely do that. Maybe I can, if my channel grows big enough, excuse me, we can start merchandising some of the branding here. I've already got my own shirt, and I've got some hats with my stuff on it. Maybe we can start, maybe I can get that stuff made and give it away or sell it. Who knows? But again, thank you, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, and I will see all of you tomorrow.